Here's a question that might ruffle some feathers. Can a legendary French captain really replace the Swedish maestro who dominated tennis history? The tennis world is about to find out as Team Europe prepares for what could be their most challenging Laver Cup campaign yet. Alexander Zverev stands as the tournament's ultimate veteran warrior. Since that very first Laver Cup battle unfolded in Prague during 2017, the German powerhouse has witnessed it all. Picture this: a young Zverev sharing the court with tennis royalty like Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, the very players he'd grown up idolizing from his childhood bedroom. Fast forward 8 years, and he's now accumulated an absolutely staggering 21 points across singles and doubles matches, setting a tournament record that might never be broken. But here's where things get fascinating and potentially controversial. Every single Team Europe squad throughout these years has possessed its own unique DNA, its own fighting spirit, according to Zverev. The currently world-ranked number 3 player doesn't mince words when describing his latest teammates. This team can demolish anyone who dares to challenge us. Those are bold fighting words, especially when you consider the fresh faces joining the European armada. We're talking about reigning world champion Carlos Alcaraz, the steady Norwegian force Casper Ruud, plus 3 Laver Cup newcomers, Denmark's rising star Holger Rune, Czech sensation Jakub Mensik, and Italy's promising talent Flavio Cobolli. And this is the part most people miss. The man steering this European ship is none other than Yannick Noah, the charismatic Frenchman who claimed Roland Garros glory back in 1983. Noah stepped into some seriously massive shoes, replacing Swedish legend Bjorn Borg, who masterfully guided Team Europe to 5 championship victories across 7 attempts. But here's Noah's secret weapon that might surprise you. He's not taking himself too seriously. "Hey, at least I haven't been fired yet," Noah quips with that trademark French charm, immediately deflating any mounting pressure with his infectious humor. This approach might seem unconventional, but it's creating exactly the relaxed atmosphere his players desperately need. Carlos Alcaraz, who exploded onto the Laver Cup scene last year in Berlin by contributing 8 crucial points through both singles and doubles victories, absolutely raves about his new captain's energy. "The guy brings incredible vibes to everything we do," Alcaraz explains. "He's genuinely hilarious, and that positive energy flows through our entire preparation process, from practice sessions right up to match time." Casper Ruud, the soon-to-be father, who's stepping into the pressure cooker leadoff position for the 4th time in 5 years, faces American giant Riley Opelka on day 1. Despite Noah's lighthearted approach, Ruud admits that team competitions always carry extra psychological weight. You're not just representing yourself out there. You're carrying your teammates' hopes, your captain's strategy, and honestly, that creates a completely different type of pressure. Ruud candidly shares. The Norwegian continues with brutal honesty about the emotional roller coaster that defines team tennis. "I've experienced the incredible high of victory and the crushing disappointment of defeat. And trust me, winning feels infinitely better. I've witnessed complete blowouts in both directions. I've seen us dominate going into the final day, only to collapse spectacularly. And I've experienced the opposite, being behind and somehow clawing our way to victory." But here's where it gets controversial. Are the rankings actually telling the complete story? Holger Rune, currently sitting at number 11 in the world rankings, acknowledges their paper-thin favoritism while issuing a stern warning. "Sure, we've assembled an incredibly powerful squad, but Team World is absolutely loaded with dangerous wildcards who can explode at any moment." Rune's cautious optimism reveals the underlying tension that makes this competition so unpredictable. Rankings mean absolutely nothing when you step between those lines. We need to stay completely focused on executing our individual games while maintaining that collective flow that defines championship teams. Here's the million-dollar question that's dividing tennis experts everywhere. Can Noah's relaxed, humor-filled leadership style actually outperform Borg's legendary intensity and tactical precision? Some argue that modern players respond better to lightness and positivity, while traditionalists insist that championship pressure requires serious, methodical preparation. What do you think? Does a captain's personality truly impact elite athletes' performance? Or is individual talent the only factor that matters when the stakes are highest? Are Team Europe's rankings making them overconfident? Or does their experience give them an unshakable psychological advantage? Drop your thoughts below, and let's debate whether Noah's gamble will pay off or backfire spectacularly when the pressure reaches its peak.